Honestly, since then, I've felt this shit in my heart. Like before,
Yeah.
it became the cool thing to do to think you could rap. Cause back then, to say you could rap or you was a rapper, it meant like everybody wouldn't just say that.
What's good? It's your boy OG Illa, and I'm here with Half Cab Jalf. What's good, man?
What's good, man?
And I
I'm
said it right the
coolin'.
first time.
Yeah, like that's something I really appreciate. I know I set everybody up with this weird name, but if you can read, you can talk, and if you can talk, you can read. So
Well, when I first heard it, I think it was Alex the Human interview. It sounded like he said half cab jab.
yeah, yeah,
Half
yeah.
half. I don't know what
Honestly, like you know what I'm saying, it's something everybody got to get used to.
until once you become that household name, though, it'd be easier.
Yeah, like I already know it's gonna be like clockwork once people get hip. You know what I'm saying? But
So
yeah,
let's start right there. What does half cab Jalf mean? What is it?
so like half cab is a skating trick.
I found that out because I searched half cab in Google
Yeah,
just because I was trying to find you because I didn't know what the last name was, the last part was. So I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
let me see if I can find it,
yeah.
and like, everything came up like skateboard and stuff. So I was like, okay, so he definitely
So that
skateboards.
right there is that's the foundation for it. Skate culture is something that been influencing me since I was a kid.
Okay.
In Newport News, I mean, as you can see, like Pharrell Williams, he like been showing y'all like we different and we just do whatever we think is fun. And I got into skating when I was in like sixth grade, and that's when I first started wearing Vans. I eventually went through every silhouette of the Vans. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Then when I got to the half cab, it was like, damn, these shits look feel like some J's or some shit. Before I started wearing half cabs, and the more I just like did that, I just like doing what everybody else ain't doing, something I could be comfortable in, and there's
Yeah.
still something to this day that nobody really like is paying attention to. They didn't. It's not like a slip-on van. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the half cabs, and that's like how I feel my position in life is. I'm the standout. I'm the standalone. I'm the outcast, but in the coolest way. So
I was about to say, because you say that but your name's been mentioned a lot. In fact,
word,
I
that's love.
think between either you or Fake Azumi, y'all have been mentioned in almost every episode of people, which is crazy because I've my range of like who I've interviewed is not just 757 artists. It's been all over the state so far. So
Mm.
I think that's really cool that you like kind of established yourself like that. So it seems like people are really rocking with you.
Man, honestly, I just want to give the thanks to the higher power because it's just all been in my head. When you think something in your head and then people start actually, you put it out and people start receiving it, it's like, damn, like,
Yeah, it's the best feeling.
that's crazy. It's real.
So give us a little insight on how you started with music.
I would honestly say, like, I probably wrote my first rap in first grade. Like,
Sheesh.
yeah, like, cause my people I was around was just so heavily just into doing stuff that was cool. Like my older brother, he's like 3 years older than me. Ellis Quinn, shout out to him. He's on a lot of my music, but just growing up with him and my cousins, they would just be watching Smack DVDs and just freestyling and showing me Dipset and all this shit. Like,
Legendary shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a young kid
How
with
how old are you now?
26.
Okay, so yeah, you're still pretty young.
Yeah, born
Yeah.
in 1994. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
90s baby. So like, that's really all I could just leave it at I was born in 1994. So everything you can watch from 1994 as a growing human being, it's so much
Shit to
cool shit,
absorb. Yeah.
so much influence, so much like
Hey. Some of the goats right there.
two of the main people that
Influence
made me
with
feel
you.
like I could do this shit.
That's a good feeling though. That's a good feeling. So, growing up, when did you realize like that you were gonna be a rapper though? Like did you decide like, hey, yeah, this is what I want to do?
When I was in first grade and I wrote that first rap.
Really?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, that's dope. That's really dope.
I moved out my first like hood, and like my friends they kind of accepted me as like at the time G Unit was the thing, so we made ourselves we was J Unit, cause a lot of our names started with a J.
Okay.
And I was the newest kid in the neighborhood, so the game was the newest addition to G Unit. So my position, I was the game at the time in the group. That was like who I was, cause my other nigga was 50 Cent, my other nigga was Tony Yayo, my other nigga was Lloyd Banks. So so I was the newest nigga at the neighborhood, so I was the game because he had just been added to G Unit from LA.
He just got knighted.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that was when I first performed too. Like we performed at the Boys and Girls Club, little girls and like whatever, like little stupid fun shit. But
you performed that early?
Yeah, and
that's
I was
awesome.
Nervous. I was about to shit my pants.
Yeah,
probably the nervousest I've ever been. Like I've never been that nervous today. But
that's crazy because now you're in even bigger rooms. Yeah, so that's crazy.
But honestly, since then, I felt this shit in my heart. Like before it became the cool thing to do, to think you could rap. Because back then, to say you could rap or you was a rapper, it meant like everybody wouldn't just say that because it was something that required skill to be able to do.
Yeah.
And it's something you had to have a certain confidence inside yourself to even say, yeah, I rap.
Because people looked at you different. They looked at you. They did like now you could be like a local celebrity for rapping. Back then they looked at you like you was a bum.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like for you to say that you rap, you actually had to be someone who could like impact people.
Yeah.
So, and I always felt like I could do that shit because I'm watching like. And I'm watching Kanye and shit, and I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah. I
could do that. Like, I could do that shit.
Did they influence? So a lot of it is like they influence you to be yourself too, like and like express yourself.
That's the main key for real. Like, I didn't want to be Kanye West. Kanye West made me feel like I could be myself better than anyone else. Like that's why Kanye West is my favorite rapper because. Someone who can show you how to not want to be them but be you.
That's powerful.
That's the key to like true artistry.
That's really powerful. Yeah.
That's why like I'm so comfortable in his HalfCab shit. I know no one might not know what the fuck that is, but I know that I'm the one to show them what it is. You know? Yeah. That's
cool. So I got to see you perform at the Contemporary Arts Network. We got to chop it up a little bit, and you told me you worked you record exclusively with Hans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain a little bit about how that kind of like started and y'all's relationship.
Yeah. So Hans is like my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I met this kid in high school. Like I had my own little crew I was running with. He had his own little crew he was running with, a different side of town.
Okay.
And like. We kind of like we were aware of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh.
Was there any beef at first? Was there any rap beef at first?
No, but I think there's a natural animosity.
Yeah.
It's not like
cuz y'all can't do it like we can do it.
No, it's just a natural animosity of like I don't know these people.
Yeah.
And I think that's simply it. I think that's the only thing that may have niggas standoffish to one another. It's just simply I don't know you.
Yeah.
But I still knew that you were dope, and I knew that all of y'all were doing dope shit, just like me and my friends.
Yeah.
So, the curiosity just had to be figured out, and we ended up like linking up, and his crew and my crew, we made shit together, and we still kick it to this day, like all of us, like.
And you said you exclusively recorded with Hans, right?
Yeah, I exclusively record with Hans because, like...
He understands your sound?
Yeah, he knows what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And, Hans got a knowledge that I respect, you know what I'm saying? He interned as an engineer, and he worked at a studio for more than 2 years, and he did just as much on his own, in his own crib, just learning with himself. So just as much he learned professionally, he learned organically, so... that type of information, you can't just, everyone doesn't, like, think like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't just...
It's respect.
Approach things with the true, like, care, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he does. So if you want your shit mixed and you want to sound like some crazy shit like HalfCab, just hit up that nigga, man.
So, what are you working on currently right now? Because, I keep hearing your name. I had to go listen to your music because I'm being serious, man. You just kept coming up, and No offense, I just didn't know who you were at the time.
Hey, I
right?
love that shit though. I like that. I want everyone who first hear me to be confused. I want you to like have to go look more and just figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
You gotta figure it out
because part of discovering music is like this journey, right? Like you got to go like look it up and you find the backstory. You kind of like get into it and find all the cool things that artist has done. So that's really dope.
You feel me?
Yeah.
When I first heard this nigga, it was because my sister was going to VCU and she like was going to VCU in like 2004 or something like that, and she was coming home with early like, you know, whatever they was listening to, burnt CDs of shit, and you know, one of them shits had some Kanye mixtapes up there, and so like I'm hearing Kanye early, so when through the wire and stuff come on the radio, like I'm singing all the words, like I already know him, I'm feeling so cool, and I'm like, yo, like I already know who this rapper is, like blah blah blah. I'm hearing stuff come out on College Dropout. There was a song I already knew all the words to because it was some shit he took from his old mixtape, and it was just like his subject matter was real stuff, like he was talking about God and being from the streets, and I was a little kid living in the streets.
Unapologetically black as well. He was one of the first people I've seen talk about that.
Yeah, and it's like it's wild because racism is something that like as a young man, like I never really tried to like accept it just because the way I lived my life and the people I was growing up with, like I had hella white friends, Asian friends, whatever. Like I'm skating with all type of people, you know what I'm saying? Like we not focused on that shit.
Well, I think that's a big part of it right there. You just said it. I think in skate culture, it's skate first, and then all the other shit doesn't even fucking matter.
You
just
feel
skate,
me?
yeah. And I learned that because I don't skate, but I have friends that do, and they're heavy into it, and they're all on the same have the same attitude as you, and it's about skating first, and then all that they have diverse friends, and it's just all about the skating. So did you feel like that helped you with your music as well when you started like really getting serious, like where that mindset of like, yo, I don't care about all the other bullshit, I'm here to do a job, like I'm here to do something?
Hell yeah, because when I make my music out, that's what I'm thinking about, my friends that I came up with, like my niggas I hang with every day.
Yeah.
Just the conversations we have when we just geeking over shit we fuck with, think it's dope. I'm like, I gotta create the soundtrack for this life.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta create the music that when we leave each other, finish hanging out, that we could like play this song and it's like, this is what I'm living in.
Yeah.
So like, when I make my music, I really just think about my close friends of Virginia and like, just sprinkle some good taste in that bitch.
So we had this conversation on one of my old podcasts. I wanted to bring it up again because I think that since you're a skater and you rap, this might be something, and I'm sure you've heard it before, but like, how did you feel when Wayne started skating? Because for me, I thought it was very like powerful that he found something else he like truly loved. But I know there was some animosity about, oh, he's not a real skater, da da da. So how did you feel when you first found out about that?
So honestly, I can understand both sides, but it's like, I'm gonna be real, like I'm not the best skater.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm really probably trash to most niggas that I know and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just met someone who's like, you know, been in Thrasher and all this shit. He showed me magazines and him, like we on the phone, he showing me all this crazy shit. Like I'm showing him my half cabs and shit I got at the crib. He's showing me all his crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's like up there and he's like a good ass skater and he's from Virginia Beach.
Nice.
I just got plugged in to meet him, but it's like, even I told him like, yeah, I'm not that crazy. Like I can only do like a little kick flip. I mean heel flip and like an ollie.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, like it's not too late. It's never too late to hop on the board. Like that's what I feel about Wayne. It's like, why knock him for being exposed in the right way and when he was, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone deserves that.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves to be truly happy and
Yeah.
having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you're kind of lame if you're hating on that shit.
Yeah, I agree. That's how I felt. That's how I felt a little bit. Like,
you feel me?
He's been doing music
because he's better. Lil Wayne better than me at skating now. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, and I don't think it was something he did just to be to jump on a bandwagon or nothing. I felt like it's something he found that he really loved.
This is Lil Wayne we talking about. He don't need to jump on no bandwagon.
They built a half pipe in a studio for him. And down in Miami, and
he know how to ride that bitch.
In Hit Factory, yeah, it's in the booth.
So in the booth,
they built him his own skate ramp in the booth in Hit Factory in Miami. The owner of the studio.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that amazing though? Like,
it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And like, when this HalfCab shit hit the rest of the world, it's
we're gonna get a booth with a half pipe in it.
Yeah, you feel me? With like
there you go.
A schlong of HalfCabs hanging from the ceiling.
No, I love it.
And it's like, I know this interview gonna get looked at, like, came back to so many times just so they could get the knowledge and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this HalfCab shit is really crazy, and what I'm working on now, like, it's an album called Modern Time Disguise.
Okay.
And
have you dropped any singles off of it yet?
Yeah, I dropped 2 singles off of it.
Okay.
One is called Ready Already.
It's called Ready Already?
Yeah.
Dope.
Ready Already. I mean, I'm already ready. And then, you know what I'm saying, I got another one that is called Modern Time Disguise. Self-titled.
Okay. Self-titled.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like back in the day from when niggas used to do that type of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any videos out for him?
Yeah, Ready Already got a video.
Okay.
I shot that out here actually on VCU on campus and shit.
Fire. Shout out VCU.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just, I don't like to speak too much on shit because I'm one of those mysterious cats that you're gonna like see nothing until you see everything.
Okay, that's cool.
So when you see it, it's like, this is...
But the album is on the way.
Yeah, Modern Time Disguise is dropping.
When it drops.
At a modern time disguise.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, like, let me just explain what that means.
Yeah.
Modern time disguise, you know what I'm saying? I just like me saying I feel like I've been here before, and I feel like I can relate to different times. Like, like my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at stuff from different years or whatever, and I feel like I could relate to that shit. Like, I could have been a little kid in the 70s. I could be a kid that's born in 2039. Like, I could relate to all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just me channeling when I'm on Earth. So, Modern Time Disguise coming soon.
Dope. All right, so I always ask this question. I always ask this question to my guests. Who are some artists, independent artists? They could be in VA, if you know some outside of VA, but artists that you are rocking with, that you really like, appreciate their music.
All right, I'm gonna say, first of all,
yeah,
Will Amadeus.
All right.
He's the other half of Made Up. I'm a collective. Me and Will, we are a group called Made Up. And
that's a cool name.
Will Amadeus. That's number 1. Number 2, Ellis Quinn. That's my brother. He's crazy. Hans Panero. Fake Azumi.
Okay.
Awkward Jazz. Dino Smokes. TC. He's a producer, but he also raps, and he needs to stop playing with niggas. He made a lot of my beats. Like, he been making my beats since I started. My nigga, Who Got the Dutch?
Okay, I just talked to him yesterday on Twitter, actually. Okay.
He's spitting crazy.
Nice.
Lex Lucent.
She's nice.
Very talented upcoming rapper.
She definitely gives me Missy vibes.
I mean, we from VA, you feel me? Like,
yeah. That's awesome. She's my favorite. She's one of my
honestly,
favorite.
I don't even know if she's from VA, but when she
she's
moved to VA,
yeah.
you're kind of from there.
Yeah.
Cause that shit,
we just take over.
That shit just, nobody can deny that when you move to VA, that should influence your
It's really
life.
something in the water here. Like, no pun intended. Well, maybe some pun intended.
There's no
Yeah.
coming here and not being impacted.
Yeah.
But
my bad, I cut you off.
No, you good. Yeah. I really don't. I hope I ain't forget nobody. You know what I'm saying? Those are really the people that need light shined on them right now, because something in the water, bruh. But
Fake Azumi keeps his streak alive, man. He
on Modern Time Disguise.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just because that was going to be my next question. Have y'all collabed? Okay, y'all have. Okay.
I was on his album that he just dropped.
Okay.
And that's how a lot of people from Virginia Beach, Norfolk, that's how it got hip to me.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate you, Fake, for putting me on that shit, because niggas definitely tell me they appreciate that verse. And I've collabed with, from the list, most of those people I fucked with. And Sunny Moonshine, that's another one. Sunny is crazy. I can't even believe she's from Earth.
She from Virginia as well?
Yeah, she's
from
cool. Virginia.
I've never heard of her. I'm going to have to check her out.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I'm really trying to think right now, like, if it's anybody else.
Is there anybody that you want to collab with in particularly? I said that right.
Yeah, this is one nigga that I've been advised to fuck with. His name 448 Rasta, I think.
Okay.
He got a song with one of my favorite rappers, and that's how I first got hip to him. But I heard that he from here, and my nieces advised me, like, yo, y'all be crazy. So I'm gonna see what's good with it.
Okay.
Also, another artist, D-Lock. He's part of Not a Fan, NAF.
Okay.
He very talented, man. That nigga could sing / rap. He could dance. This nigga's like a mini Chris Brown or something. Like, but like on his music shit, like, the nigga can make some music. We even got a little unreleased track from like years ago that like my niggas keep on hitting me up about. But
well, that's a good question I have for you. How do you feel about some of your old music? Do you still like your old music, or are you one of those people who, like, once they start making the new shit, it's like out with the old?
It is kind of like that, because every time I make something new, it's like I'm more connected to that. But even like my old shit be having some gems in there. Like, that's why I just make sure when I'm recording on the mic, I'm like really doing something timeless. I try to make timeless shit. Like, I don't like to make shit that I know is just gonna be cool at the moment. Like, I try to make shit
like trying to catch a trend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I make Modern Time Disguise music. I make shit for kids in the 50s. I make shit for kids in the 1930s. I make music for kids in the 2070. Like, it's just
so
feeling that you can't.
5082, you'll still be paying HalfCab.
Yeah. Because they need to hear that.
I love that, man.
You know what I'm saying? I try to make that shit that make people feel the way that my favorite rappers make me feel.
Yeah.
I could play some shit and be like, you know what? Like, people don't even matter right now.
Yeah.
Like, food, whatever. Like, this song is so good that, like, I just want to stay in it.
Damn, that's cool.
That's what I want to give people.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, I guess you kind of answered this, but this is another question I try to ask all my indie artists. If there's anybody in the industry right now you could work with right this second, who would it be?
Kanye West.
Okay, yeah. See, I knew you were gonna say that just because you had kind of basically already answered that. So that was pretty easy. All right, man. Before we get off of here, is there anything else you want to tell people about yourself, about your music, about anything that you have coming up?
Man, look, I just want to say, I'm the shit. I personally, internally feel that way, and it ain't about nobody else. It ain't about how I want you to feel about me. It's just about how I feel, and that's just something that I want everyone to feel like. And if you can understand that you are the shit, then life would just get better.
You can't be stopped. All right, tell them where to find you, man.
Hey, look, you can search on Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, YouTube, HalfCab Jalf.
Spell Jalf for him real quick.
Yeah, because that's the part that be catching people up.
It really does.
I be hearing Jeff,
Jalf. Jalf is the one that gets everybody.
Jalf. Like the word half, just take the H off and put a J. So it's Jalf. Like couch. Like mouth. Like pouch. Like Jalf. J-A... Even if you gotta throw a W in your mind, Jawlf.
That's how you pronounce
Jalf.
it. Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah. So HalfCab Jalf, and this is the Music Shop. I'm OG Illa, and we are out.
I think I'm truly lost in this music.